Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews Top 10 list. I am Boise and we're looking at the top 10 acquisitions from the SuperStar Shakeup. So we're going to look at the best of the SuperStar Shakeup. So let's get straight on with it. Number 10 goes to none other than the glorious Bobby Roode. Pretty much if Bobby Roode is going to have any success in Raw, he needs to do one thing and one thing only: turn heel. If you look at his NXT time, he was absolutely awesome in the heel position, and he could be a top heel now that The Miz has left Raw. So for me, right now, he is going to be an absolute superstar if they're able to do what they were able to do on NXT with him. It was a shame I never did that on SmackDown Live. He was very, very, very popular with the fans, but the problem was it looked like Vince just liked him for his glorious theme tune more than the actual character. Hopefully this can change now. He's now on Raw. Number 9 goes to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's right, the free agents who were fired from SmackDown Live because they weren't able to beat Shane O'Mac or Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Tried to get a job, as we know, on Raw. Kurt Angle said no, you weren't able to win the match, don't get a job. Stephanie McMahon changed that, and now they are on Raw again. For me, this could be a great acquisition for Raw itself. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have a huge following. The fans love to hate them, which is great. And Sami Zayn's heel persona has gone better than I was expecting. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Sami Zayn as a babyface, but jerky, annoying, Sami Zayn, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's getting the fans to be angry with him, yet he's getting the right type of heat. So I'm really excited to see how they do this. Hopefully they push him onto like a tag team division. I think the tag team on Raw definitely needs a team like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to dominate and be the big heel team that they desperately need for upcoming times. Number 8, Andrade Cien Almas. He is 5-star wrestling at its best. NXT's brilliant heel champion, which came out of nowhere. No one expected him to beat Drew McIntyre for the title. No one expected him to beat Johnny Wrestling to still be NXT champion. Him losing to Aleister Black, and again, good match, brilliant match, fantastic match. It just shows you the guy is able to develop quickly, and I think he's a great acquisition for Team Blue. I cannot wait to see him in matches against Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles and others. He is going to be one of the biggest names on SmackDown if you give him the right push, but he's definitely a superstar for the future. Number 7 is a team I was hoping to see get called up to SmackDown Live: Sanity. I did tweet the SmackDown after WrestleMania that I wanted a bit of sanity in SmackDown Live, and thankfully I got it after the SuperStar Shakeup. Alexander Wolf, Eric Young and Killian Dane are an absolutely destructive force which have been on the NXT roster for some time now, and unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to see Nikki Cross come up with them. This is a massive shame because the Twisted Sister act is absolutely brilliant and she's a highlight for Sanity fans all around the world. But seeing these 3 men dominate the tag team division, taking on the Bludgeon Brothers, the Usos, the New Day, we cannot wait to see how far and how quick they could be pushed. Killian Dane could literally be pushed to the moon if he's booked correctly. Cannot wait to see how far Sanity go in Team Blue. Number 6 is a man who made an absolute shock and brilliant entrance into his first night back on Raw. That's right, Drew McIntyre. He is one of my favourite indie stars. Moved to NXT, now back where he belongs on Raw. It's just absolutely awesome to see him back, and having him heel with Dolph Ziggler just works out absolutely fantastic. I was going to put him and Dolph as the best acquisitions in this spot, but it was more that Drew McIntyre, 1 was on Raw and 2 was heel. I can't wait to see how well they push it. He is very, very destructive, and I cannot wait to see how him and Dolph Ziggler dominate in the next couple of months. Number 5, they don't just set the bar, Bayada Bar. That's right, the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. I wanted Cesaro on Team Blue at the original draft. Now he is finally on SmackDown Live, and working with Sheamus, they are the dominant Raw tag team, and I cannot wait to see him take on the Usos, the New Day, Sanity, Bludgeon Brothers. Literally having them on SmackDown Live's tag team division has just pretty much stated that SmackDown has the strongest tag team division out of the two shows, and I cannot wait to see how dominant, how many hard hitting matches we're going to see with the Bludgeon Brothers alone taking on the Bar. It's exciting times. Hopefully they're booked as they should be after their great Raw run as tag team champions. Number 4 is Mr. Extreme himself for me, Jeff Hardy. That's right, Jeff Hardy coming back to SmackDown Live after winning the US title on Raw the night before, gets pulled to SmackDown with the US title. What do I think? I think it's brilliant, it's brilliant writing. Having Jeff on the show where he can take on, again, I keep saying this, these are dream matches for me. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Andrea Cien Almas, Samoa Joe. It's just, you look at that and you go, wow, that's going to be some brilliant matches. And Jeff he's older than the last time he was on SmackDown Live, but my God, he still takes those big wrist moves, and I cannot wait to see how he just outshines quite a lot of the younger talent with his extreme attitude. Number 3, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Yes, a lot of people are now saying, well, since her undefeated streak is now over by Charlotte, is she as big as an acquisition as she could have been? For me personally, yes, she is still that acquisition. Now that undefeated streak has gone, it takes a lot of pressure off, and now we can enjoy some really close hit matches. Now we don't have to worry about defending the streak and having some stupid ways of worrying about it. It's gone. That's finally over. Now we can, if WWE is smart, they can allow Asuka to have absolutely fantastic matches against Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Carmella, the Iconics. The women's SmackDown division right now is not as, it doesn't look as in depth as Raw's, but my God, you have 2 of the best women's wrestlers on the show. Yes, Raw has Ronda Rousey. She's just a starting wrestler. She's not had as many matches as Asuka and Charlotte, and those 2 are the biggest names in women's wrestling in the world. So I cannot wait to see how she develops on SmackDown Live. I can't wait to see if they're going to just allow her to continue winning large matches until she has to take on Charlotte again for the SmackDown title. Number 2, the man who won the show straight away. Actually, no, I take that back. He won the SuperStar Shakeup with one promo, Samoa Joe. That's right. Samoa Joe, everyone thought, he's going to stay on Raw. He's going to have a feud with Roman Reigns and take the Universal title away from him. Then he turns up on SmackDown, cuts an absolutely brilliant promo, makes a bit of a mistake where he says he's going to take the Intercontinental belt when he's talking about the Universal belt and bring it to SmackDown. But that doesn't matter. Samoa Joe being on SmackDown Live is an absolutely fantastic booking decision from the writers. He is a legitimately dangerous heel. The fans will love it. The fans love him anyway, and he's just dangerous. He feels like a predator in that division. On Raw, there was a lot of big names, and I don't think he really got the opportunities he should have been given. On SmackDown Live, where you've got like AJ Styles, you've got Daniel Bryan, you've got big names, but who are great wrestlers, and Joey's a great wrestler. You allow him to show off his moves more, he's going to just steal the show. Number 1, it had to be him, the first person drafted to SmackDown Live, The Miz, the awesome one. Of course it was The Miz. The Miz automatically gets the first place because he automatically has a feud waiting for him, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan and The Miz is going to be an absolutely stellar match. We know this, but it's not just that. The Miz is ready to hold the WWE title again. If you told me about 5-6 years ago people wanted to see The Miz hold the WWE title, they would have been laughing at you. Now he's back on SmackDown Live, the Intercontinental title, the only other title you really see The Miz caring about is on Raw. You know for a fact there's no other title to give him but the WWE title. He will be a brilliant heel champion. He will live it up, and you know the fans would love to hate him, and that's what you want. You want a love to hate heel, and he's already prime to be the top heel on SmackDown Live. None of this mid-card stuff anymore. He is the top heel on SmackDown Live, going in straight away. So for me, The Miz wins the Superstar Shakeup, hands down. Can't wait to see what they do with him when he returns this week on SmackDown Live. There you have it, guys. That is my top 10 acquisitions from the Superstar Shakeup. Obviously, there's always going to be a bit of a shock and change when it comes to the Superstar Shakeup. Let's remember the last Superstar Shakeup, Jinder Mahal was seen as a low pick from a lot of fans. Like, oh, it's Jinder Mahal. He's on SmackDown Live now. No one cares. Now he's on Raw. He was WWE champion. He's been United States champion. The guy has held titles on SmackDown. Putting him on Raw, could he do the same again? I doubt it. But big names who we go, aren't big picks, could be the surprise picks. Maybe R-Truth might be the best pick out of them all on SmackDown Live. Who knows? He did have the best joke segment out of everything on SmackDown Live. So I've got to give him that. But yeah, for me personally, Raw had a large amount of superstars coming in, but they weren't big names. That's the thing. There was probably Jinder Mahal, and the Riot Squad were a big acquisition for him as well. But apart from that, and Bobby Roode, it's not that big of an acquisitions coming from SmackDown. You had the free agents of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, which made sense, and you had Drew McIntyre, who was coming up from NXT. But for me, SmackDown Live stole it. They got big names from NXT coming up. You had big names from Raw coming to SmackDown. They got less in the trade, well, in the Superstar Shakeup, but they got the bigger names. So for me, like a lot of people are saying, SmackDown Live is the show for wrestling. Raw is now the show for storytelling. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see the next few months of the Superstar Shakeup FX. And there you go, guys. That's been my top 10 list. I want to hear your top 10 list. Who was your top acquisitions from the Superstar Shakeup? Put it in the comments below, guys. Come on. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. You can even follow this idiot on Twitter at Boise88, and you can follow the channel itself at Smack Talk YouTube. And I'll see you guys on the next Smack Talk video.